Before killing someone, the man meticulously carves a silicone dummy identical to the victim. He then inflicts the intended injuries on the dummy and secretly places it in the victim's home, allowing them to witness their own gruesome fate in advance. In the days that follow, they live in endless fear. Unexpectedly, the woman who received the dummy didn't call the police, but instead dismissed it as a prank by a competitor. Later, the two retrieved the dummy from the fish tank and buried it in the wild overnight, unaware that they had received a death notice from the killer. Shortly after, the woman's body was found in the moat, and her death mirrored the dummy's condition exactly. When the police arrived at the scene, they retrieved a suitcase from the river containing all of the woman's personal belongings. Additionally, Captain Lou found a tire mark nearby, suspecting it was left by the killer when disposing of the body. Back at the police station, the forensic team immediately conducted an examination, finding 27 stab wounds on the woman's body. Judging by the shape of the wounds, the killer used at least 9 different weapons. There were varying degrees of cuts and punctures on the neck artery, thigh artery, and heart. Strangely, some wounds resembled the claw marks of a large beast, but none were fatal. The true cause of death was blood loss. The outcome of such an event is chilling. What kind of person would resort to such extreme measures to commit murder? The police quickly identified the victim as Yi Bin, a model who had a criminal record from last year for a minor offense related to inappropriate live streaming. Due to the minor nature of the offense and a good attitude in admitting wrongdoing, she was only detained for 12 days. Captain Lou then contacted Yi Bin's assistant, Xiaoxia. From her, they learned that a few days ago she went to the studio as usual and found Yi Bin's body in the fish tank. When she was about to run out for help, she encountered Yi Bin at the elevator, realizing that the fish tank only contained a dummy. She initially intended to call the police, but Yi Bin refused. However, she didn't know the reason why. Yi Bin didn't report it because she was secretly conducting illegal live streams. Yes, the studio was where she streamed, although Xiaoxia denied it on the spot. Her nervous demeanor couldn't fool an experienced detective like Captain Lou, who immediately ordered an investigation into Yi Bin's live stream content. Later, Xiaoxia led them to where the dummy was purchased. When Captain Lou unearthed the dummy, he found that its wounds were identical to Yi Bin's, even matching her height and weight proportions. Who could know Yi Bin's body so well? Moreover, the dummy was exquisitely crafted, indicating a significant investment of time and effort. It seems this was a premeditated act of revenge. Captain Lou had previously conducted a thorough search. Even the surveillance for the entire apartment building malfunctioned on that day. Clearly, the killer had meticulously planned everything. In the city, officers found a bar membership card among Yi Bin's belongings. Reviewing the bar's entrance surveillance, they discovered that on the night of the incident, Yi Bin had taken a rideshare car. Notably, the rideshare car was parked against traffic, clearly to avoid being captured on surveillance. The car soon disappeared from surveillance after leaving. Additionally, Jing Yuan checked the platform for in-car recordings, but was informed that the recording feature had long been disabled. The investigation revealed that the driver was named Zhang Baiye, who had a long-term working relationship with Yi Bin and was now missing. Captain Lou analyzed Zhang Baiye's route. Whether returning or leaving the city, avoiding surveillance completely was impossible, leaving only one possibility. He vanished on the spot. Following this lead, Jing Yuan soon found 2 car wheel wings near where Yi Bin's body was dumped. Indeed, they retrieved the rideshare car from the river. When Jing Yuan opened it, Zhang Baiye was found in the driver's seat. Surprisingly, the forensic examination revealed that Zhang Baiye died a day before Yi Bin. This means the killer murdered Zhang Baiye first, then used his rideshare car to kidnap Yi Bin. The police then reviewed Zhang Baiye's order records before his death, and found he had picked up another passenger 2 hours before Yi Bin. Moreover, the passenger didn't say a word from pickup to drop-off. Shortly after this ride ended, Zhang Baiye's signal suddenly cut off, indicating the passenger was highly suspicious. Jing Yuan immediately retrieved the passenger's information. However, it turned out the passenger used a fake identity. There was only this one ride record, and even the payment app was newly registered. With no other options, they went to the passenger's drop-off point, hoping for a clue. Fortunately, they found a camera at a supermarket entrance. The surveillance showed the passenger pretending to retrieve luggage after getting off, then sneaking into the trunk. Unfortunately, the lighting was too dim, and the suspect was heavily disguised, making it impossible to see their face clearly. Just when Captain Lou was at a loss, the suspect's long-dormant phone signal reappeared. Captain Lou immediately led a team to capture them. However, the suspect was in a bustling area during rush hour, and the police had no idea what they looked like, so they could only trace the weak signal to locate the killer. Even with overlapping signals, it was impossible to confirm if the suspect was nearby. But Captain Lou's sharp eyes spotted a suspicious person in the crowd. The person was wrapped tightly in a gray trench coat, and their movement matched the signal's path. While Captain Lou was checking his phone to confirm the signal source, the suspect moved. By the time everyone reacted and chased after them, the suspect's signal had vanished again. When it reappeared, the suspect had entered a subway station. It seemed they were deliberately playing a game of hide-and-seek with the police. Whenever an officer approached, they would cut the signal only to reappear in a safe location. Eventually, Captain Lou chased them to the moat, only to be told the signal was moving upstream. Strangely, there was nothing on the river's surface. "Captain, how long have you been here?" 5 or 6 minutes. I saw their back, and they didn't seem to be wearing diving gear. This is too strange. Could it be a water ghost? However, not long after, Captain Lou received a report that a silicone dummy was found by the moat. It seems the killer has a new target. When the forensic team arrived, they discovered it was his high school classmate, Cheng Lijun, the city's most famous female entrepreneur. Despite repeated police requests for protection, she refused. The forensic expert had to visit her as a classmate to persuade her, but Cheng Lijun was dismissive, believing her building's top-notch security system was enough. Just as she finished speaking, the entire building's lights went out. She indeed had reason to boast. In the darkness, a swarm of bodyguards rushed out. "See? My people will be on the scene immediately." She truly believed the killer couldn't reach her, unaware that the blackout was the killer's doing. The killer had already hidden in the supercar's front trunk. On the way home, after Cheng Lijun drove the forensic expert, she felt uneasy. "I'll go check." No, Senior, listen to me. Senior, don't look. Please don't look.